Dawn of the Planet of the Apes! So I just came back from watching this movie, and oh boy, I fucking loved it. It was one of the coolest movies I've seen. I've been saying that a lot lately, but hands down, it is one of my top 4 favorite movies so far this year. Fan-fucking-tastic, okay? If you want to talk about like a summer movie that you're just going to love that actually is intelligent as fuck, check this movie out as soon as you can. Seriously, you don't need to see you don't need to see any of the Planet of the Apes to understand this movie. Like, you can watch the other ones as like fun treats or whatever, but really, this film will like totally move you as a standalone film. This film takes place 10 years after Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I like what's going on because there's like an infection that's taken out a lot of humanity, or virus, whatever, and then, you know, there's the apes who are like living in the wilderness in Sacramento? No, San Francisco. That's what it is. San Francisco. Adele, I'm doing my review. Don't talk while I'm doing my review. Jesus Christ. Humans! So, yeah, and it's led by Caesar, played by Andy Serkis, the motion capture guy. He owns this fucking movie, man. He's the #1 reason to see this film. The film's focus is mainly on the apes. I thought it would be like, apes would be, you know, you see them as supporting roles, but it's really about the humans and what they're going through. It is really about like Caesar and stuff. And the apes are so much more fascinating to watch than the actual humans. The humans are, you know, they're good, but they're a little bit dull compared to who the apes are. Because the apes are like the greatest characters in this film. Like, the first 15 minutes is just them, and you're like, I could watch this the whole time. I don't need to see a single human. But when the humans do come in, it just makes everything about this film is just so good. I actually got anxiety during the finale. Like, a lot of anxiety. I was just so fucking intense. What I love about it is that, if you've seen like the first 6 Planet of the Apes movies, you know that, you know, the apes eventually take over. But you totally forget that when you're actually watching this film. You just are so hooked that when the apes and humans are fighting, you're like, no shit! Yeah, but anyway, where I was. Caesar. Andy Serkis, man, he just brought this dude to life. It is beyond great CGI. Like, the CGI in this film was fantastic. The apes look so fucking real. It's like a real performance. He did a great job in Rise, but he did a 10 times better job in this one. You get to see Caesar's like leadership side, his compelling feelings against humans after all the shit he's had to go through with them. It's really oh man, just it's a fresh sequel, and it's really emotionally strong. You know, like, yes, it does have like the action that is really fucking directed super well, but at the same time, like, the emotional strength is there throughout. It's really like a character-driven piece, and I'm not gonna say a human-driven piece. It's like, just the apes are good damn characters. Everything about it felt personal. There were a lot of surprises in it. Several things I was like, did not see that coming. And like, I don't want to give anything away too much. The ape you become suspicious of early on in the movie, Koba. This dude, he's barely in the first one. Fucking fantastic in this movie too. Whoever this guy is, don't know who plays him. Awesome as hell. And as far as the humans go, Jason Clarke, he was really good. It's all in his eyes. Those beautiful fucking eyes. Those piercing blue eyes. He made me want to cry just from staring at him. He does a lot of staring in this movie. It is primarily a staring performance, including Caesar and Koba. Most of it is just Caesar. And then Koba goes. And then they like clap hands like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Another thing I really like about this film is that there's not really I guess there's like a defined bad guy at one point. Overall, no one's really like, it's not good versus bad in this film. It's really just a survival tale, like what's going on in the unknown when you're dealing with different species, like whatever this world is they created, they committed to it and put you in it as if this world was real. It deals a lot with fear. Like early on in the film, they say, think before you act. And that is like pretty much the whole theme throughout this film. It is, and Gary Oldman, good job too, old man. You did a great job. He's barely in it. Kind of interesting, but it's just Gary Oldman. You know, you gotta mention the guy. He's fucking awesome. Let me get straight to the point here. All in all, I gotta say, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes got it super duper motherfucker Ryan the Ape-noceros right. Alright guys, thanks for checking out my review for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Why don't you go ahead, scroll that comment box below, and tell me, have you ever thought about doing it with an ape? Don't worry, it's a YouTube name. I was gonna know it's really you talking. I want to throw out there, you can follow me on Twitter and Vine and all that fucking shit. You know what it all is. And another thing I want to throw out there, doing a spoiler review of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes with Adele. Yes, Adele, Aussie, hot as fuck, would love to do ape-like animalistic things with her, if you know what I mean. And last but not least, if you want to get updated every time one of my reviews or videos is out, go in and click on this button by my dick to subscribe. The dick. Let me tell you something about this little Caesar. He has gone ape shit with his shit on a girl before. Take that sentence literally.